The reason for this occasion is the retirement of Mr. Brian Foster, a esteemed employee that we all care about. So we need to do a toast on his behalf, and he wanted to know if he needed to make his initial speech or his secondary speech. So I'm telling him he's not going to make a speech right now because he's real nervous. He's shaking right now. So, but we want to make a toast to Brian and his family. A toast to Brian Foster, his family, and best of luck. Hear, hear.
Here. Brian, congratulations. I can't believe you did it. It took you 22 years, but you did it. You kept saying you were going to do it, right? The kids are telling me, but you finally did it, and I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you. But you're going to be missed. You've done a lot for this company. Like Marty said, the kids say it too. You know, you're stoic. You're stoic. Nothing bothers you. You're a good influence on every job that we've had. You are #1 superintendent, #1 human being, and we're gonna miss you. Hopefully it's not real, that you will be back. You'll be back to help us if we need you. But no, have fun, enjoy your family.
Okay, guys. You know, the one thing I think maybe you guys can all appreciate because either you're married to or in the industry with us, but the thing that's always been unique and special to me, the way I look at stuff with commercial construction, we are part of the community. What we build is for lasting of. If you can remember the first job to the last one, you might not, but there's kids, there's adults throughout this state that are enjoying the labors, the trials, the tribulations of what we had. The most recent and last one, as they say, there's probably a better part of 1,000 people a day coming through there for years to come. So in that regard, I think it's unique that we get to share that experience where people are bankers and real estate people and they conduct business in Arizona, but something that this company and this industry, what we get to do is put our footprint here, and you've been a huge part of that for a significant part of our life. We honestly probably couldn't have done it without you. We'll figure out how to do it without you, but I mean, you changed our life and our company, and I feel humbled and honored that we're a part of yours, you're a part of us, and we love you. Thank you, Brian. Are we supposed to say good things? So this is from the staff for Brian, and they may not make it out of here tonight, but it's a bottle of alcohol, and a couple people wanted to say some things to Brian, so we didn't have a big enough card, so I just wrote them down. Marty just said, you know, Brian, are you sure you don't want to come back and work with Mike Braun? And Gary Butler says, Brian, I'm sorry I couldn't be here tonight. I'm in Goodyear finishing another one of your projects. Rick Duran said, trust me, Brian, you never really retire from Sun Eagle. Steve Aheel said, we wanted to get you a bottle so you could have a couple of good shots because we know you've never been a good shot your entire life. These guys wrote that, right? It wasn't me. I don't know. These guys said it. Brooke and Heather said, who's Brian Foster? Lori said, you know, make sure you give me the receipt so I can get you reimbursed for that bottle. AJ says you can't open it until you get him your as-bills. David, Eric, and Matthew said, we just taught you everything and now you're leaving us? Gabe, Delfino, and Adam said, if you need help with the bottle, let them know. They'll give you a call. And then actually the last person was Terry, and Terry said, I need the first drink because he's now home full time. So enjoy that. But I will tell you, before Brian thought about getting into construction, he was actually thinking about becoming a weatherman. Like he loved the weather, and he just always had a dream to do that. And so
And so we built a project called the George Gervin Prep Academy, and it's a charter school, and the owners are from San Antonio. And the lady, her name is Barbara, she flew out 1 week to come to the weekly meetings, see the progress of the project. And our weekly meetings usually take about 45 minutes, and everyone's trying to get their chair in the trailer and saying hello to everybody. And it is gray outside, it's overcast, it's almost dark outside. And Barbara says, "Is it gonna rain?" Brian said without hesitation, "Barbara, this is Arizona, it never rains." About 15 minutes into the weekly meeting, it's pouring rain. You can barely even see the building from the trailer. And we all look at Brian and we just shake our head. So, of course, Brian calls the office about 3 weeks later, and he's like, I want to run something by you guys. And like all the great superintendents that work for us, always looking at trying to pick up some time or a creative idea or something. So Marty and AJ and I are listening, we're talking to Brian, and Brian said, "You know what? Our windows aren't coming in for about 3 weeks, but what I want to do is I want to rock all the corridors of the building, and guys, just so you know, it's not going to rain for 30 days. That call was at 8 o'clock in the morning. It was pouring rain by 1 o'clock. And so needless to say, Brian picked the right profession, because I don't think he would have lasted long being a meteorologist. But in all sincerity, Brian and I have worked on a lot of jobs together during the design phase, pre-construction, during construction, post-construction, and I really appreciate everything you've taught me. I've learned a lot from you. Construction, your demeanor, everything. It's been a joy, and I really appreciate everything you've done for me personally, for Sun Eagle, for our family, and for me professionally. So, wish you the best.
So what we've done, obviously everybody in the room and everybody that is not here for whatever reason understands the importance that Brian Foster had to this company. So it's difficult to do something, so we've done a little video with the help of Mr. Tai Ying, and so we're going to have a video. We're videoing everything that we've done tonight. We're doing some stills. We've done a lot of things, and on Monday, by Monday, Ty will have the whole thing put into a package, which will be stills, videos, and all the stuff, and you'll all get it, and we'll send it to Terry and Brian. And but we do want the world to know that he's welcome back, and he could come and help us in a lot of different ways as a consultant or whatever. We don't know. But the best, it doesn't matter. If we have to do another one of these in a few years, I think we're fine. And all the guys that are drinking the wine now are saying, let's do it again. But thank you. But we're going to show a little video now that kind of shows, some of you don't know Brian, and it's really important to know what we think of our employees. And what we've learned over time is that our employees are the backbone of everything we do. There's nothing that we've had in success that's not applicable to our employees. They are who we are. So we try to, you're going to say, well, how are you going to do that? How are you going to do that? So that's what makes us a little different as a company. But we're going to show you a little video here. And so I think you need to pay attention to some of the numbers in terms of the sequence and the numbers of jobs and the years and all of that. So I think we try to capture that. We hired Brian Foster 22 years ago as a superintendent. Remember, at that time there was no internet, Facebook, Google, or any way of checking out a new employee. Our Sun Eagle Corporation family has been blessed that you moved from Combs Construction to Sun Eagle Corporation. During your 22 years with us, you started with Fire Station number 3 with the City of Chandler. Then you moved to the San Pablo Dormitory at ASU, a 350-room dormitory, a $9 million job. From then, you built 29 projects, $200 million, and you completed your career at the Goodyear Recreation Center, a model project. The Alvarez family and Sun Eagle Corporation, thank you for building an exceptional, world-class projects, but more importantly, for leading our company with class and professionalism that left a lasting impression on me, John Alvarez, AJ Alvarez, Lori Gordon, the Sun Eagle Corporation team, and all the owners, architects, and inspectors. Let's take a look at Brian on camera with a couple of his projects.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm with Sun Eagle Corporation. I'm here at the state-of-the-art George Gervin Prep Academy. This is a 2-story, 38,000 square foot facility. The facility will consist of 20 classrooms with science labs, computer labs, a music room, and special education class. It will also include a 4,000 square foot playground with basketball courts, a 3,100 square foot indoor gymnasium and auditorium. Some of the key features include natural lighting, warm colors, the introduction of fresh air, and a balanced acoustics.
This is the Skyline High School pool project built in July of 2010. The day we were placing concrete, we were hit with an early morning monsoon. Ultimately, this pool was where Michael Phelps trained for his last Olympic trials. You are the Sun Eagle Corporation brand because you represent everything we believe in. Thank you, Brian Foster. A little plaque here for Brian over time, just noting our thankfulness for 22 years. He can put it on his wall, and then he can come back next year. So it'll be an odd year, right? It'll be 23 years. So anyway, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Now we're gonna let. Do you want to hold that, or are you nervous? The ball's in his court, guys.
Well, I want to thank everybody. I really appreciate everybody coming out for this. It's been a blast for the 22 years. I want to thank the Alvarez family. Most importantly, Judy, because I know the woman is the one that runs the show. Judy, thanks for keeping me for all these years. See? No, Marty, I do want to thank you for the 22 years ago. You put an ad in the paper. I came, I met you. You hired me on the spot. You've given me a lot of responsibility, a lot of support, and it's just been great. I do appreciate that. John and AJ, we're the team out there every day. We're dealing with stuff. I appreciate all your support, letting me do what I need to do to get things done. I do appreciate that. Lori and her team, thank you for being my friends and helping me all along. That's been great. And all you guys out in the field, just know, work hard, man. It's a good place to be. I've been here a long time. It's just a great company to be in. I would encourage you to work hard, and you'll be here as long as I was. And finally, my wife. Terry has put up a lot with me, listening to me complain and bitch, to be quite honest, day to day. And the best thing she always told me was, don't worry about it. In the end, everybody's going to be smiling. Just get through it. And that's what I did, and that's how we got here. But I do thank you all. I appreciate it. And I'll see you again soon, I'm sure.